The Gulf of Mexico is an enormous body of water covering nearly 600,000 square miles. The majestic scenery and warm ocean water attracts millions of visitors every year. But behind all this beauty is the power to support one of the greatest threats to southeast Texas. It has been about 6 years since Hurricane Ike slammed on shore. 3 years prior, it was Rita, the hurricane that prompted the largest evacuation in U.S. history. And who can forget Umberto, a storm that went from a cluster of showers to a hurricane in less than 24 hours. Since our livelihood resides along the Gulf Coast, hurricanes and tropical systems are not only a threat, but a clear reality. Hurricane season has now begun, and your First Alert Storm Team wants to make sure that you know the facts before the next system develops.
The 12 News First Alert Storm Team presents Hurricane Horizons 2014. Brought to you by Education First Federal Credit Union, Exogen Health and Fitness Club, Family Fun Fitness, FastFit, and Christus Hospital, St. Elizabeth and St. Mary.
I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn.
And I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber.
And I'm meteorologist David Walter. Here is your first look at hurricane season 2014.
One of the most important things to remember about every hurricane season is that no two are alike. Many people think a more active season means there will be a large number of landfalling storms. On the other hand, a less active season means no significant storms will strike. While this can be true, it's more often not the case.
The truth is, it's not all about numbers. You and I know that it's just simply not about numbers. What really counts is where the hurricanes hit and how strong they are at landfall, and it just takes that one hurricane to make, for a bad year for your community.
Take 1983, for example. This was one of the quietest hurricane seasons on record. A total of 4 named storms developed that year, but it was Alicia that caused major destruction throughout the Houston metro area. Damage was estimated on the order of $2 billion. Now in 1992, only 7 named storms developed, but Andrew proved to be one of the most devastating hurricanes in U.S. history.
The seasonal forecasts don't say there's going to be no hurricanes. And in a below average year, you can still have a hurricane or even a major hurricane striking where you live, just like we saw in 1992, one major hurricane the entire year, and that was Andrew hitting South Florida and Louisiana. So you have to prepare the same way every year in case the one comes your way.
For the last 30 years, Dr. William Gray and his staff at Colorado State University has been issuing seasonal tropical forecasts for the Atlantic Basin. The preseason numbers are a way to gauge how active a season may be, but more importantly, they serve to generate public awareness.
Most people are every day so involved with their living and all the problems they have, they forget about storms. They don't want to deal with this, but you kind of remind people that storms are there.
Now the official forecast is out, and it appears an El Nino will cause a below average Atlantic hurricane season. An El Nino is characterized by warmer than normal ocean waters over the eastern Pacific Ocean. Meteorologist Roger Erickson from the National Weather Service in Lake Charles explains why warmer waters often lead to lower number of storms in the Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico.
So when the waters warm up in the Pacific Ocean near the equator, it actually draws the jet stream further south across North America, and that extends across the entire Atlantic Ocean. And so stronger jet stream means more wind shear, and it means a less favorable environment for hurricanes and tropical storms to develop.
The official forecast from Colorado State University calls for 9 named storms with 3 hurricanes and 1 major hurricane. This is below the average season, which typically consists of 12 named storms with 6 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. Even with all that said, remember, it takes just 1 storm to make for a bad year.
Every hurricane season, you have to prepare as if you are going to be impacted. You can't presume that whatever hurricanes occur are going to impact somebody else. You have to prepare during the off season as if you're going to be impacted. That includes getting the supplies you need, finding out if you live in an evacuation zone, making sure you have enough insurance. All of those kinds of things can be done ahead of time. Write your plan down. Things will go much better when the hurricane is on your doorstep.
After the break, we will assess the threats and show you how a new product from the National Hurricane Center might make you think twice before riding out the next storm.
Here is your first life-saving tip for hurricane season 2014. Restock your hurricane supplies. Make sure you have fresh batteries, a flashlight, non-perishable food items, and plenty of drinking water. Remember, if you wait till the last minute to purchase these products, you will already be too late, and most stores will be out of stock. To find out what additional supplies you need, don't forget to pick up one of our hurricane guides.
Hurricane Horizons 2014, brought to you by Education First Federal Credit Union, Exogen Health and Fitness Club, Family Fun Fitness, FastFit, and Christus Hospital, St. Elizabeth and St. Mary.